guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Landon, and we are here again today for part 2 of Troye Sivan's Blue Neighborhood lyric analysis and reaction video. So if you guys have not seen it yet, part 1 has been posted already. So this video will be going over the second half of Troye Sivan's debut album, Blue Neighborhood. I am so excited for this because I had such a good time in part 1. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch that first. But if you have seen it, welcome back. Time to buckle up because we are going to dive into the rest of this album. Like I said on the first video, I love his production, I loved his lyrics, so I'm so excited to see what else he had in store for his debut. We'll be going over songs 8 through 15 today, and one little thing, there is Youth, which I've heard already, so we really don't need a reaction because it's not going to be a genuine reaction. So I will just kind of touch on the lyrics of that one a little bit, and I won't be going over any remixes or any hidden songs on this one, bonus tracks, whatever, because I got a lot to edit already, and I might do a separate video with Troye Sivan's singular tracks where I can kind of just get a feel for those. But without further ado, let's go ahead and react to number 8 called Cool. Cool.
Sweet life living, posing swimming, rooftop sitting, skinny dipping.
Okay, so we're coming in again with the real gritty production, which I love, but it's so intricate, so filled with reverb that you feel like you're in a warehouse and Troye Sivan is coming in to probably kill you. It's okay though, because with a voice like that,
I'm already dead.
He says in verse 1, sweet life living, pools and swimming, drinks in bars and boys in cars, and rooftop sitting, skinny dipping, shooting stars with you, fat cigars, and... I wonder what's next. He said that the lyrics are very tongue-in-cheek of this one, and they were just talking about how LA made us want to smoke and drink and be out all the time, so this is the kind of song that comes out of the LA life. I can feel it.
Flashes filling the silence of Hollywood, just trying to be cool, be like you.
So the pre-chorus comes in and says, and that weekend up in the island, they stop and stare. Flashes fill in the silence of a Hollywood love affair. Waking up in the islands, cause I saw you there, lost and trying to be. Then it transitions into the chorus, which says, I was just trying to be cool. I was just trying to be like you. I'm a spark and you're a boom. What am I supposed to do? So this is really showing him enticed by the Hollywood life and maybe getting tempted to try to live in it as well. I get it. LA ain't easy. It's very tempting. Let's continue on to see what else he got to say about this city.
Absent father, pays his daughter, and she had a heart, but she sold it off for...
Okay, so verse 2 says, mansion debut, love it, do you? Absent father pays his daughter, and her mama withdrew from the life they once knew. She had a heart, but she sold it off for. It's so true. Everybody here, you just pay it off. You know, you don't have to worry about it.
If you got money.
And I feel like that applies to, like, anything to do with the cops and stuff. I mean, like, okay, O.J. Simpson or whatever. No, that wasn't the same. I really see what he's trying to say here. He's getting the message across in such beautiful ways about putting his words. That's what I really like about him. He knows what to say to elicit some emotions.
Weekend up in the islands, they stop and stare, lost and trying to be. I was just trying to be cool, just sparking your ooh. Look at that cigarette smoke and sailor on coke, but now that it's feeling right, I was just trying to be like you.
Yeah, so this one to me is like not one of my favorites. I know this is a kind of a slower one to come back in on, but it's okay because I really like the subtle side to him too. It just might not be the one that I would choose when I'm feeling like listening to Troye Sivan, but it's definitely one that I would really appreciate on an album playthrough when I just want to chill out and relax. He says in the post-chorus, when I've got that cigarette smoke and Saint Laurent coat, but nothing is feeling right. I drink but I choke, I love but I don't. It's just a bunch of contradictions to each other, which is exactly what it's like in LA. Big walking contradiction. Walking contradiction. Who sings that? What song is that from? Anyway, let's finish the song out.
I was just trying to be cool, sparking your ooh. Sailor on coke, but now that it's feeling right, I drink but I choke, I love it, I tell ya.
Okay, so that was number 8 of the album called Cool. I will say it felt like I was a woman in my mid-40s walking through a yacht club for the first time with a sugar daddy waving to all the other rich people. And I was just like, hello, former rich people.
I'm taking all of your money.
You know, I'm not sure if y'all got that feeling. My favorite part about this song definitely was the verses and the post-chorus. I just really vibed to those. But with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to number 9 of the album, called Heaven. And it looks like this one is featuring Betty Who. Betty Who? I know she's heard that literally 30 million times in her life. I'm sorry that I said that.
The truth runs wild like a tear down a cheek. This voice inside has been eating at me.
Okay, we're coming in, a beautiful piano ballad. Troye says in verse 1, the truth runs wild like a tear down a cheek. Trying to save face and daddy heartbreak, I'm lying through my teeth. This voice inside has been eating at me. Trying to replace the love that I fake with the love we both need. So this song says here, Heaven is a powerful piano ballad about the struggles of growing up LGBT plus and coming to terms with sexuality and gender. So I guess the song's really just kind of about finding yourself, figuring out who you are. It's called Heaven. Maybe it's like, this is my heaven is me. Let's see. Oh.
Truth runs wild like kids on concrete. Trying to keep faith and picture his face staring up at me.
Okay, so we finish out the first verse by saying, the truth runs wild like kids on concrete, trying to sedate my mind in its cage and numb what I see. Awake, wide-eyed, I'm screaming at me, trying to keep faith and picture his face staring up at me. Troye Sivan came in and edited these lyrics on Genius.com. So basically just said it, since it was a young age, he's always wanted to have a relationship as well, having kids and stuff like that. It was heartbreaking coming out, the thought that I'm not going to be able to. Now I am completely open to all the different ways that one can have kids, and so it's still something that I really want and think that it's something that will pull me through life. The idea of a little kid looking up at me, I think is really sweet. Oh, Troye wants to have kids. I thought that was talking more so about like a relationship partner, but he's talking about a child. That's cute.
Without losing a piece of me, and like the heart's mistaken, oh, maybe I don't want heaven.
Okay, so I really like in the chorus one. The chorus was definitely powerful. It says, without losing a piece of me, how do I get to heaven? Without changing a part of me, how do I get to heaven? All my time is wasted feeling like my heart's mistaken. Oh, so if I'm losing a piece of me, maybe I don't want heaven. So, you know, he's growing up saying that everybody was telling him that he wouldn't get into heaven because who he was as a person. So it was a really mental conflict within himself, trying to figure out, well, do I even want to go to heaven if they don't love me there? Just saying. Let's continue on now. It looks like Betty Who is going to get the next verse. Excited.
The truth runs wild. Embrace the picture I paint and color me free. I will get to heaven. Maybe some kind of thing.
Oh, the bridge sounds like it's about to be big. Let's go ahead and just talk really quickly about Betty Who. Never really heard her before. I loved her voice. It was so like fragile, but also heavy. If that makes any sense at all. I don't know how else to explain it. I loved it though. She says, the truth runs wild like the rain to the sea, trying to set straight the lines that I trace to find some relief. This voice inside has been eating at me, trying to embrace the picture I paint and color me free. I love how she has like the straight lines in there and color me free, bringing some vibrance into her life. Don't let somebody else define the lines and the road she has to take. Feel free to color outside the lines and have crooked lines, girl. I see. Let's go ahead and hear this bridge now because it seems like it was powerful.
Without losing a piece of me, how do I get to heaven?
Okay, so really quickly I wanted to talk about the bridge. It says, so I'm counting to 15, and it says that this could be two things. One thing is that it was a mantra he would use when he was young. He would count to 15 when his anxiety would act up. And the other thing is he came out to his parents when he was 15. So it's also these double meaning on the bridge. I'm loving how the beat is building up the entire time and it's just getting bigger and bigger with all their voices with the choir and stuff. I like it.
The truth runs wild.
Truth runs wild.
Like a tear down a cheek.
Okay, so that was number 9, Heaven, featuring Betty Who. Like I said, he did say a lot, the truth runs wild, and that was also the first song from his album here, so I'm wondering if they're having a connection. Probably so. It was a really good song. So, we are going to move on now to the next song, which is called Youth. I've heard this song a lot. I feel like if you are a Troye Sivan fan, you are watching this, and you've probably heard it a lot too. So, we're gonna go over the lyrics, maybe just listen to a second of it for people that have never heard it, but like, I mean, if you've never heard that, get with the program. Coming from the person who's just listened to Troye Sivan's album from 2015 and 2020. Hypocrite.
What if I run away? What if we lost our minds? What if the lights start flashing like a photo booth? My youth is yours. My youth is yours. My youth is yours.
Sorry, had a little moment there. I'm gonna be out of breath. Now to get some water and not coffee. So it says here, what if we run away? What if we left today? What if we said goodbye to safe and sound? And what if we're hard to find? What if we lost our minds? What if we let them fall behind and they're never found? All the lost children. I don't mean like children of the corn. I mean like the children that didn't get to experience their youth as everybody else did, I guess. And when the lights start flashing like a photo booth and the stars start exploding, we'll be fireproof. My youth is yours. Tripping on skies, sipping waterfalls. My youth is yours. Run away now and forevermore. My youth is yours. A truth so loud you can't ignore. My youth is yours. He said a fan sent him a message and at the end of it, it said my youth is yours and he was like,
damn, bitch, that's a good lyric.
Let's do it. And so that was just a little snippet. If you haven't listened to that song, go listen. Go read the lyrics to it. I've experienced it already and I've loved it. And we have a lot more that I haven't heard from him. So I'm excited to see more new stuff. Sorry if you wanted me to do the whole song, but like, I think I just used up all the energy that I had left and that little dance break. Okay, so the next song on the album is number 11. It is Lost Boy. I do see a little explicit badge right here too, so let's see if he gets naughty.
As the smile fell from your face, I fell with it. Yeah, the truth is that I'm sorry, though I told you not to worry. Got my shit together.
Okay, so I'm liking this so far. He's coming in. It's a very smooth, chill beat. He says, as a smile fell from your face, I fell with it. Our face is blue. There's a heart stain on the carpet. I left it with you. Yeah, the truth is that I'm sorry, though I told you not to worry. I'm just some dumb kid trying to kid myself that I got my shit together. Except I'm not a kid. I'm legally an adult. Help. I'm trying to get my shit together. Speaking of that, water. Okay, let's keep going.
Get running, won't you hurry? While it's light out, while it's early. Say I wanna settle down. Just a lost boy. Not ready to be found.
I love those little boop, 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 boops. That was a good drop. Okay, so he says in the end of verse 1, so go, get to running, won't you hurry, while it's light out, while it's early, before I start to miss any part of this and change my mind, whatever. So it looks like he's just going towards these choices that he didn't know. Running away means breaking up, since fight signifies clarity. Both parties are between fights, when they can think clearly as opposed to being caught up in the dark moments. Then the chorus says, I say I want to settle down, build your hopes up like a tower. I'm giving you the runaround. I'm just a lost boy, not ready to be found. I'm just a lost boy, not ready to be found. So he's saying, I'm giving you all this hope that we can build a relationship, build something together, something love as big as a tower. But I'm not ready to be found yet. I'm not ready to lay down the pavement yet. I'm not ready to start building that foundation. And he's just like, I don't know when I'm going to be ready to be found. But I will say that it reminded me a lot of like Peter Pan. It's like, I'm a lost boy, blah, blah, blah. And then the little boop boops came up and I was like, bitch, are we going through Neverland up in this bitch? I liked it.
I don't care much for looks on the window, for I fly away. Yeah, when you from the beginning, that this wasn't never ending. Build your hopes up like a tower. I'm just a lost boy, not ready to be found.
Wendy, come on. Okay, so he says in verse 2, I don't care much for locks on the window to keep me at bay. I'll leave you one last kiss on your pillow before I fly away. Peter Pan, bitch, I told y'all. Yeah, we knew from the beginning that this wasn't never ending. Shouldn't stay too long because we're both too young to give into forever. So he's saying we're committing too much into this without experiencing life. So what we need to do is just probably end it now. I'm gonna sneak out the window, bitch. I'm gonna kiss the pillow. Don't know how you gonna know that I kissed the pillow. Bye-bye. I get it. Run away, bitch. Run away.
So what are you waiting for? Cause someone could love you more. I'm just a lost boy. So what are you waiting for? Cause someone could love you more.
Love you.
I'm just a lost boy.
So the bridge says, so what are you waiting for? Cause someone could love you more. I'm just a lost boy. And once again, he's reiterating the fact that he can't give him the love that he knows that he deserves. So stop loving me, bitch. Go away. Not like that, but that's kind of what he's implying. Let's go ahead and finish this one out.
I say I wanna settle down.
Okay, guys, so that was 11 Lost Boy. I liked it. I thought it was a fun little like boopity boop boop boop. A lot of these are a little bit more chill, laid back, but this one was a little bit more chill and laid back. And I like that about it because, like I said, this whole album playthrough can give you so many emotions and so many feelings, so I can appreciate it. Okay, so the next song on the album is number 12. It's the only one that is in lowercase letters. Does that mean something? It says, for him, period. Only one with punctuation, do? Okay. And it looks like it is featuring All Day. Is that a person? Is that a band? I honestly think we are about to find out.
We are running so fast.
Ooh,
we never look back. Got a really good team. Not everyone sees.
Yeah, so this one's coming in is giving me that groovy thing, that groovy feeling all through my bones, muscles, and skin. I like it. He says in verse 1, we are running so fast and never look back, and whatever I lack, you make up. We make a really good team, and though not everyone sees, we got this crazy chemistry between us. So he's like, no matter what they say, we got this. And I like this beat a lot. It looks like this song was number 8 on the standard album and 12 on the deluxe. So it looks like with him with the deluxe, he mixed some other ones in to continue telling a story, like added in some story parts. Is that what that means? Let me know in the comments below.
I'm starting your car cause the city's a bore. Buying e-cigarettes at the convenience store. You don't have to say I love you to say I love you. Maybe making shades of purple out of red and blue. Like honey, don't need money. All I need is you.
We have to talk about the lyrics. Okay, we're gonna go back to the end of verse 1. He says, jump starting your car cause the city's a bore, buying e-cigarettes at the convenience store, making new cliches on our own little tour, let's ride. Love that, that's great, that's cool, but let's talk about the chorus. You don't have to say I love you to say I love you. Forget all the shooting stars and all the silver moons. Here we go, bitch. This is the one that I need y'all to pay attention to. We've been making shades of purple out of red and blue, sickeningly sweet like honey, don't need money, all I need is you. Okay. Making shades of purple out of red and blue. Red, to me, representing like anger. Blue is like sadness, and coming together is making purple. So like, through thick and thin, bitch. I loved this. Okay, I like this one. Lyrical content. It's got it.
Staying up late, but we both are lightweight. We take jokes way too far, but sometimes living's too hard.
Okay, so verse 2 says, we try staying up late, but we're both lightweights. Yeah, we get off our face too easy, and we take jokes way too far, and sometimes living's too hard. We're like two halves of one heart. So like, we can't get through this alone, but together we can. It also says here, this could be about Connor Franta. It's rumored that they were dating at the time the song came out. So, a face to a song, bitch. Let's keep going. Okay, whistles.
Sweet like honey, don't need money. All I need is you. I'm about to bring Emer back. If you lay my arm, I panic at the disco, and you'd rather watch a TV show.
Okay, so All Day is apparently a rapper too, and I loved it because literally this is my life. Is he rapping about my life? He says, eat a pill, stay and chill, you don't need to go. Not that part. But he says, I'm about to bring emo back if you leave my home. I'd panic at the disco and you'd rather watch a TV show. Then I'd squeeze your booty real hard like I'm needing dough. I'm bringing emo back. Yeah.
I'm speeding for you. We can get married tonight if you really wanna be. You don't have to say I love you to say I love you. Sickeningly sweet like honey, don't need money. All I need is you.
Okay, so that was number 12 for him. Let's finish up. The rest of All Day's verse says, Pizza boy, I'm speeding for ya. We can get married tonight if you really wanna. Me in a cheap suit like a sleazy lawyer, and if you break this little heart, it would be an honor. It's actually really great poetry. It's like modern day cool poetry. I don't know. I liked it though. Oh, I just choked on air. So, the for him, the one that's like the lowercase letters, I guess it's talking about Connor. Guess it didn't work out. Okay, so the next song on the album is number 13, and it is called Suburbia.
The sun sets longer where I am from. Love is was young.
Like, honestly, okay, for real, like, that is poetry.
That's poetry.
Like, I love the bass and I love how the beat came in too, but verse 1 says, "The sun sets longer where I am from, where dreams go to die while having fun. The boys fix their cars and girls eat it up. Loving's so good when love is young." I'm like, I got chills from that bitch. That stanza right there, that could go in like the literal Hall writing of fame. Hallers, writers of fame. I can't even speak. It got me so confused. Wow, okay, I was taken aback by that. Let's keep going.
There's so much history in these streets, and mama's good eats and wonder on repeat. Every other radio, did you turn it up? It seems to never let me go. Suburbia.
I got chills from that one too, y'all. I low-key am like covered in chills right now from these lyrics. So the chorus says, "Have you heard me on the radio? Did you turn it up? On your blown out stereo in suburbia. Could be playing hide and seek from home. Can't replace my blood. Yeah, it seems I'm never letting go of suburbia." So it's like this moment where he finally made it and he's like, "Hey, everybody back home, do y'all hear me on the radio? Y'all turn it all the way up in suburbia?" But what he says, "I could be playing hide and seek from home, but I can't replace my blood." So it's like, you know where you come from. You're not playing hide and seek, you know, you're just in and out, kind of like trying to hide from it, but seeking out something new. Those lyrics it just felt like he wrote these as giving us his story. Let's keep going.
Swallow nostalgia, chase it with life. Can't help but feel I've lost what's mine. So much history in my head, the people I've left, the ones that I've kept.
Okay, so wow, So in verse 2, he says, "Swallow nostalgia, chase it with lime, better than dwelling and chasing time." So he's like, we can never go back. Go ahead and just swallow it, take it down, understand that it happened already, and there's no going back to your old days. Missing occasions, I can't rewind, can't help but feel like I've lost what's mine. So he's like his family, lost friends, old acquaintances in the back. He's probably had to miss so many things because he's been touring and stuff, so makes sense. I forgot to read the pre-chorus earlier, so it says, "Yeah, there's so much history in these streets, and mama's good eats, and wonder on repeat. There's so much history in my head, the people I've left, the ones that I've kept." So he's like, I'll never forget you all, and I know who I've kept in my life, and I know who I had to say goodbye to, but just know you're always memories. I swallowed them like a pill, chased it with a line, bitch. Y'all are in me forever, chill. I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and keep going.
Did you turn it up? Could be playing hide and seek from home. Can replace my blood.
Oh, yeah. I love this.
Through the new lines that are on their faces.
So in the bridge he says, "They all say that nothing ever changes through the new lines that are on their faces." So he's like, people will age and get older, but they're always going to say the same they always were. You know, you could change things, but essentially you're the same person. You know, like that's who the core of you is. And I know that you could always change for the better, but even with time, no matter what it is, you're always you. And I really like that statement. Let's go ahead and finish this song out.
History in these streets, and mama's good eats and wonder on repeat. Have you heard me on the radio? Did you turn it up? Yeah, it seems to never let me go of suburbia.
Tell them, bitch, no. Yeah. Okay guys, that was Suburbia, number 13 on the album. I definitely have to say, I think that it's one of my favorites on the entire album. I'm not gonna lie to you. Those lyrics were amazing. You definitely feel that sense when you leave home. Like me, I'm from Louisiana, I left, but I feel like Louisiana is always in me. You know, my family's there and I'll never forget home. Like getting older, you really start to realize that you appreciate your upbringing. I'm getting to live, you know, in the spot that I want to live in now in California, but whenever I was younger, I would resent it. Nowadays, I can look back and really appreciate it because I see how some of these bitches were raised around here. And I'm glad I have a little bit of Southern manners in me. And one more thing I wanted to say about this, and I know this is the weirdest comparison ever, but I feel like Troye Sivan is telling me such personal stories in this, where I'm really feeling like I'm hearing it from his heart and his hand. I have not felt like that since I listened to Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City. Now hear me out. That album, you hear his whole life, you even hear voicemails, you hear everything about it. And I listened to that album probably like 500 times over and over again. I loved it. And that album had like 9-minute songs. I'm like, I want to hear every single second of it. So this is giving me that same feeling too, where I'm just like, I feel like he is telling me stories. He's right here just talking. And that is always a good sign with an artist. Yes. Okay guys, let's keep going. Number 14 on the album is called Too Good.
Scared my love, you go.
Okay, so we're coming in just a piano, Troy's voice. I know I never really talked about it, but I do appreciate his singing voice. He's not a crazy belter. I'm sure he can. I haven't really noticed it too much, but I do think that he has such a smooth, sensual, comforting voice. He says in verse 1, scared my love you'll go, spin my love heart broke. So my love don't show, scared my love you'll go. It says on here that this is a song about liking somebody that doesn't like him back, so now he feels like that person is too good for him. F's with his own self-esteem. Been there, done that.
Good to be good for me. Better, that's all I need. Fingers up.
Brought in the violin. I was just playing.
I'm scared. Oh, I'm so scared.
Okay, I know I've just been vibing with this. The chorus is too good to be good for me. Too bad that that's all I need. Let that sink in. That's a great line. Verse 2 comes in and says, fingers walk your thigh, breathe my love, get high. And oh, I'm so scared is just for tonight. So I don't know what he's really saying, because it said in the description that it was about somebody that doesn't like him back, but maybe they ended up having a little something go on. I don't know.
Take a sip, wait till it hits. That liquid guilt is all my lips need. Too good to be.
I love this production. I love a song that has this huge symphony and then goes to silence. There's something about it that just oh my god, it boosts the intensity. The refrain says, so I take a sip, wait till it hits, that liquid guilt is on my lips. I'm wasted on you, y'all. He said liquid guilt. Jeffree Star, new name of a cosmetic line. Thank you. Let's keep listening here. I'm feeling this one. I did not expect this piano song to turn into such a hardcore distorted bop like this, so I am here for it.
So I take a sip, wait till it hits. That liquid guilt is on my lips. I'm wasted on you.
Wasted on you.
Too good to be good for me. Too good to be good for me.
I am so sorry. I just let that play out. I did not realize how involved I was getting in that. Y'all, that was so good. The piano, the violin, the hi-hats coming in with that bass, it just all fit and flowed so perfectly together. Thank you, Troy. Helena Troy, bitch. Helena Troy. So, we have one more song that we're gonna be listening to today. It is called Blue, and it looks like it's featuring Alex Hope, which I think was on the one about Hollywood, which was what? Yeah, I like that one. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and listen to the last one called Blue. I'm excited. The last one they collabed on was great, so let's do this.
Love, it's hard. To see you high, now you're only low. I want you, color me blue. Anything it takes to make you stay.
Y'all, verse 1 comes in and says, love hits hard, I know. All your lights are red, but I'm green to go. Okay. Then it says, used to see you high, now you're only low. All your lights are red, but I'm green to go. The chorus comes in and Troy is joined with Alex Hope and they say, I want you, I'll color me blue, anything it takes to make you stay. Only seeing myself when I'm looking at you, I want you. And I'm sorry I stopped at halfway through the chorus. Let's finish this chorus out, see what verse 2 is about. We'll come back and talk.
Anything it takes to make you stay. I can't say no. There's nobody home. Fell in love with a heart that beats so slow.
Okay, so I am loving Alex Hope. I really like her. She's the producer as well, bitch. Get it. I am so proud of you. She says in verse 2, I can't say no. Though the lights are on, there's nobody home. Swore I'd never lose control, then I fell in love with a heart that beats so slow. Like dead. Dead heart, dead love. There's a lot of symbols up in there. I'm having trouble reading it. Just kidding.
Color me blue when I'm looking up at you. I know you see I'm black and white, so I'll paint you a clear blue sky.
Okay, so Alex Hope is coming in with verse 3, says, I know you're seeing black and white, so I'll paint you a clear blue sky. Thank you. Without you, I am colorblind. It's raining every time I open my eyes. So these are just filled with symbols of colors and nature and things that just show how sad you are. Like everything you associate with sadness is rain and blue and, you know, all the things in here, black and white. And I like Alex Hope a lot too.
So I'll paint you a clear blue sky. Every time I open my eyes, I want you. When I'm looking up at you, color me blue. When I'm looking up at you.
I'm loving their voices together. I think with Alex's production, she knows how to produce it, so her voice is able to blend so well, and Troye and her voice blend together, so everything is just blending so well. This is like a makeup tutorial. Sorry, I'm losing it a little bit. Beautiful voice and such a good way to end the album. I know there's a remix behind it too, but we are going to pass on that one for now because I want to watch the video and all that kind of stuff before I start throwing remixes and stuff in here. Here's the thing, that was great. That whole album was freaking fantastic. I am so excited that I listened to a single and everybody was saying I need to listen to more, and it was right around the time that I was trying to think of who should I do for a themed week, and it's like Troye was there. He knew. He was like, bitch,
you ain't listened to me yet, you better put me on.
And I'm like,
Shut up, Troye. You better put me on. Shut up.
and he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I don't know. No, so from the second half of the album, I think ones that I love the most, Suburbia and Too Good. Those are the ones that really just, made me feel some type of way, but there is none on here that I would skip, which is a great sign for an album. And I am so excited to know that there are A, music videos, and B, a whole nother album we gotta do. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. We still have some more Troye Sivan left coming up this week. So also turn on your notification to be updated whenever they do arrive. And also guys, if you liked it, make sure you click a thumbs up down below and leave a comment on what your favorite song was from this album and what video are you excited for me to watch, because I'm excited to see them. I need to see some visuals with this. I feel like this could be painting such amazing art when it comes to what the content is of this album. So magnifique. Lastly, if you are a fan of BTS, don't forget, I do have a Patreon where I share exclusive videos, unedited videos, and run episodes there. You can see all of that at patreon.com/LandonMark, and I want to say thank you so much to all of my patrons. With that being said, y'all, I gotta go calm it down now. So until next time, stay cool.